What is happening, Taurus? This is your girl, Venus Dark Angel, here with another love reading for y'all. Welcome, welcome. If you're unsure of your placements, go and check the description box below. And if you guys are not familiar with tarot readings online, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody. Now, if this was a personal reading, it has every reason to resonate. If it don't resonate, then that's a sign in itself, right? Even with readings and videos and things online. Now, I did the other half with some really abrasive, like, dark lipstick, and I love dark lipstick, but I wasn't feeling it today. I'm like, no. To do the other half, I'm gonna just be natural as much as possible. I got mascara and eyeliner on. That's as much as I'm finna do today. So, see what's going on in your love lives, Taurus. See what's happening here. It's been a long time since I've been on camera. I've changed a lot. Whoa. Shuffling is giving me problems. Let's see what's going on. It's like saying, we're done already. Really? Stuck in your thoughts? What's underneath here? What you committed to? Huh? What you committed to? What you doing? Why do you feel like you can't move from, break out of a commitment that you guys are in? Taurus, you know you own the Hierophant card, right? If you want to change some stuff up, you can. It's your card. Oh wow. And then the Ten of Swords and Temperance. Something ended real badly and you're trying to keep together. Or some things that you were kind of maintaining and, you know, keeping at a very, you know, you guys are checked out. That's what that means. Like, it's done. It's over. But it's still out of trying to maintain it and you're not really interested. That's what it's kind of looking like to me. If I had the Eight of Cups come up, I'd be saying that for sure. But something ended really bad for some of you guys, and it's like trying to kind of keep the balance and harmony, and that's like, it's over. Like, whatever it was, it's just not feeling, you're not feeling it no more. Let's see what's happening. Oh, here's the Taurus. I didn't even, I'm just like beginning to pull your cards, and this is what comes up. Like, we're just gonna see what's going on. Oh my goodness. And look at that. Okay, 555. Okay. Okay. 555. Crazy. All right, y'all. What's going on here? We got some major arcana cards coming all up. Here's the Eight of Swords again. Oh my God, Taurus. What's happening? Oh, there's the Ten of Swords again. Underlying energy is the Page of Pentacles, though. It's about the things that you committed to. Offer, perhaps. You know? What's underneath here? The Four of Wands. This is looking closely at what it is that you feel value now. Like, you're trying to figure it out. You're not really interested. You're trying to figure it out. You take some time, probably. You've taken some time to reflect. And now it's about really making it happen. You know? Putting things into motion. Some of you guys, you know, it's perhaps this is a different change in what you feel has a value to you anymore. What you believe is worth your time, worth your effort. Some of you guys, you're looking very closely at the details of stuff now. Like, you're looking very closely. At the same time, I feel like you guys are trying to figure out what you guys are willing to put time and effort into, and what things you aren't. What are you willing to commit to, and what aren't you willing to commit to? Now, the first two cards that you get from the beginning of this reading here is the Heart of the Reading and the Crossing, which is the Eight of Cups, as I was talking about earlier, tripping out about, and then the Page of Wands. Oh my God. Whoa. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. Okay. And I really feel like with this Page of Wands energy, like, you just don't feel very motivated to do stuff. Now, whatever you're emotionally done with a situation, like, this just shows it. You're just emotionally done, but then at the same time, you don't really care to do much about it. Like, you're just like, I feel like that's a lack in some sort of passion for you guys. Like, you're just not feeling it. For some of you guys, it could be that there's a need to communicate, and there hasn't been some sort of message, perhaps. But I feel like the Eight of Wands is saying, yeah, this is dissatisfaction, you know, things like that. And the thing that's kind of, you know, the blockage you get going on is lack of motivation. You're not feeling any sort of motivation whatsoever. As a matter of fact, you guys are like, you're not even feeling it. Like, to just keep moving, keep going, keep pushing forward. It's just like, and at the same time, yeah, you're not necessarily sure where to go. Okay? You're not sure. And what's crazy about the Eight of Cups right now is that it's actually going into your present, which is the moon. I know, I skipped the past card. I will get to it in a second, but it's just insane. Y'all don't know where the hell your guys are going. You just know that you ain't interested in what you're dealing with right now. Now, in the past, y'all had the Emperor. You guys were very much in control of your situation. You felt in control of your situation, that's for sure. You guys may have been dealing with somebody that was super stubborn. I mean, as if you're all only stubborn already, but you know I love y'all, so you know I can say that. But anyway, I mean, you're stubborn, it's true, and you guys take it as a compliment anyway, so. But anyway, yeah, you had an Emperor here, getting stuff done, making things happen. You know, you were very much in control of yourself, and you had plans too. But now, it's kind of gone to the wind. Okay, it's like, what the hell are we doing now? I don't know. You don't know, I don't know. And that's the thing. So, y'all trying to figure that out. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because what's your external energies is the Five of Wands. Y'all trying to figure that out. Yeah, it's a lot of conflict though. Internal conflict potentially too, because you know, you had a path, you had a direction in which you were going, and now you're just not feeling that anymore. Now, in your future, you have the Hierophant, which is talking about committing, routine, staying within the comfort zone. Well, not staying within the comfort zone, but it's more of like, sticking within a tradition, within the box, staying within the box. And this is your card, right? You guys are good at routine. You guys are good at, settling down and just going ahead and doing stuff. You know what I mean? So, I do get this feeling that the Hierophant, maybe that there's some change. Maybe this is about, something else, like something else that you commit to. You commit to yourself, most importantly. We'll see. I'll pull a clarifier for it, and I'm going to be using the After Tarot. I used a clarifier for Aries, which I didn't think I'd have to do. But, hey. So, you have the Hierophant here in your future, which talks about committing, staying, stabilizing, routine. I mean, it's definitely the opposite from the Moon, where this thing's kind of, up in limbo. Like, there's no direction. You don't really know where to go with the Moon. You kind of just have to touch base. Like, you got to be like, where am I going? That kind of whole thing. And potentially a lot of the reason probably why you may not be able to know where to go, perhaps is because you feel trapped in your thoughts. And I have a feeling like, because what you fell out before, Eight of Swords rather, you feel like you're trapped in a situation that you're committed to, that you have to finish out. You're like, I'm loyal to this, I need to finish it out. But do you? The Eight of Swords talks about being blinded from what this person can see because of the thoughts, the things that they've got going on. Maybe the situation is that there's nothing dangerous in front of you at all, or maybe anything restricting you from moving forward. It's just yourself. It's just your thoughts. It could be that too, right? If you're in control of yourself, you're in control of your mind. And if you are not taking control of your mind, you're not taking control of your situation outside of you, which is why there's a lot of chaos, craziness. And if you take control of this, what's up here, you'll take control of everything else. You'll realize your power in everything else. You realize that you don't have to stick to a routine. And remember, guys, the future looks like it's a projection of how you feel in the present. Was not certain and and weird, you may end up running back to a connection, and you don't maybe feel that anymore, or maybe you're emotionally done with that, or maybe maybe this time of period apart or what have you is going to strengthen your connection or your commitment to the individual, but you end up doing something in regards to this commitment, which we're going to look into. And I feel like it's ending it, because in the outcome you have the Ten of Swords. It's like the worst's over. You're not able to come back to that. But to change the things that you have routined. Who's in your first house? Or who's in your house right now? Uranus. Changing some stuff up. Perhaps this is like changing the things that you may not feel you had a lot of control in the first place, which has a lot to do with relationships potentially. Because a lot of people don't feel like they have a lot of control in their relationships, which is in actuality not the case. Now you're feeling you have the Lovers. Now, the lovers is the, you know, it's about making decisions. So it can be, right? But it's really just the illusion of it. You know what you love. You don't decide what you love. You know, you decide to pursue it or not. But this is something that you're willing to go ahead and sacrifice your life for, or do some, you know, put effort into it, you know, regarding that. Now you have the Page of Pentacles in here. Sorry about that light. I know it's so annoying. That's why I'm tilting side to side, because that light is just bugging me. It's in my eye. Sundown, so that's probably why it's doing this to me. But the lovers is talking about, I don't think it's necessarily making a decision about what you love. It's about making a decision whether or not this is something you're willing to put yourself out there for, you know, put the effort in. Do you love you? Do you love the situation? Or are you just more, you know, this is a head or heart decision, right? But, you know, what do you feel like you need to do? Or what do you feel like, what do you love? The love will trump all. And I feel like you do love this individual. Whoever this person is that you're committed to, you love them. But they ain't satisfying. They're just not. They're just not. And it doesn't, it's okay, right? Sometimes things just end up dying out. And it's like, it's making it known. It's not saying they're suffering and then, you know, hurt yourself and hurt someone else potentially, right? But you have a lot of love. You feel like there's a spiritual connection here. For some of you guys, this is about pursuing someone as well. This could be that you're not necessarily, you know, you're not sure, or you're not sure whether or not, you know, you could, you know, you have what it takes to go off and offer somebody a cup of love, or not even that, but offer somebody a relationship. Because you're currently in one, or is that you're bogged down with other responsibilities? Yeah, other things you gotta do. You got things kind of harmonizing. You don't know if you really want to mess that up with adding a relationship in, or maybe you don't know if you can handle all that. That could be it, Taurus. Like, it could be that you love this individual, you just don't see how you can add that into your life. Because life is showing to be very unsatisfying. Presently, like I said before, in your external energy, you have the Five of Wands, so there's a lot of back and forth. Okay, a lot of back and forth. Conflicts, you know, turmoil, possibly inner turmoil. You have the Moon here, things that are hidden, probably heighten some turmoil. You know what I mean? Saying things, you know, thinking things that probably keeping you from being able to go after what it is that you want because of other stuff that you got going on, which other commitments or what have you. Now, in your hopes and fears, you have Temperance. You want things to like work out. You want things to be balanced and harmonized. I feel like you want things to kind of flow and make sense. I'm sorry about that. It's bugging me so much, but I feel like for a lot of you guys want to stabilize. You want things to make more sense. You want things to balance itself out, because right now there's no balance at all. It's barely harmonizing, and it's just kind of like you're kind of going with the flow, kind of just going off in this kind of nowhere land. And it's like you don't know where to go. You don't know what to see. The Moon can only illuminate so much. You gotta trust your intuition, and that's what it's been for a while. So in your outcome, you have the Ten of Swords. It's like this ending, like this just it. You're just done with it. You're not interested anymore. As a matter of fact, it's just the worst is over with that one. It's like that one's just cut and dead and dry. But you know, it can't get any worse than that. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look. See, why do you have the Moon in the present? Because of death. But what? Why is death coming up in the future? In the present, rather. Why is the death coming up for the present? Because of the Knight of Swords. What are you fighting for? You're fighting for something, but it's like, you don't, honestly, it's like, it's confusing because there's something that you may need to release in regards to what you've been fighting for. So what have you been fighting for? Why is that? Why is the Hierophant in the future? You combat. Yeah, obviously the five of Wands is combat card, isn't it? Five of Swords too is pretty brutal combat, but this is combat in itself, like turmoil, arguing, back and forth. What is going on? Why is the Hierophant in the future? Why is the Hierophant in the future? Why is the Hierophant in the future? The Hermit. You commit to yourself. That's what you commit to. You commit to finding your own way. Oh, gee whiz. The things are getting kind of crazy for you, and that's what it's up. Like, you don't know where to go, you don't know where to move. But remember, guys, the Eight of Swords is all about what's in your head, right? You control your mind. You always do. If there's things coming up in your head that you just can't agree with, then don't agree with them. Shut that stuff down immediately. Right? But this is some sort of confusing kind of turmoil thing that you got going on here that revolves around control. Revolves around what you need to release, and perhaps it has to do with what you can and can't control. And for some of you guys, it could be that there's just some old past disappointments that you need to release, some dissatisfaction from the past. You're still holding on. It's like you're chop wood. Work needs to be done. Things need to be done. Like, something has to change in regards to this situation, right, for you. Because right now, I mean, you got five of Wands here. Like, it's just, this is crazy and confusing all in itself. It's like, you guys are not satisfied, but death? You need to hang on? Huh? Why? If you're not happy with it, why are you sticking with it? Why do you feel like you have to stay with something that you've committed to? Right? If it's children involved, right? That's understandable, right? Is it because of the baby? Is it because there's a child involved in this? Because there is Page, right? Pages are children. Is it that? Is that what's going on? Is it kids because of babies? But if you're sacrificing your happiness, do you think your kid's not gonna see that? You know what I mean? Is it because you put a lot of effort into it? You put a lot of work into this? You know, what is going on? Is it somebody blackmailing you, keeping you here? What's happening? But chop wood is all about work that needs to be done. It's very similar to the Eight of Pentacles. It's paying attention, focusing in the moment, looking at what needs to be fixed, looking at what needs to be done. For some of you guys, it looks like it's satisfying and work on things that bring about a solution. Because right now, yeah, it's like you don't really know where to go from here. Because it's just nothing's kind of coming up to the surface to be there, even be remotely appealing. Why? Because there's some things that are held down from the past that you're still fighting for. You got to release whatever that is, so you can be open to new things coming in. So that way there can be real, effort being put into situation. And that's why I'm saying this Eight of Swords is kind of like, it's a big deal. Because unless you see that what you've got going on up top is actually what's controlling your situation and not you, you won't be able to take control of your situation. You will kind of feel like you're in limbo and stuck in a situation where you kind of, have to navigate with using spirit, and that's a difficult thing to have. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. Two contradicting energies here. You have chop wood is talking about putting in work, putting in effort, and then this is saying to take a rest, take a break. What you forcing? What are you forcing? The Hermit energy does talk about retreating as well. Actions speak loudly. What is going down? Taurus. You want harmony and balance, but you're not allowing yourself time to even relax. You kind of got yourself all pent up and crazy, and it's like you going nuts, and it's like everybody's having to see it around you, kind of figure out what the hell's going on, and you don't even know. You don't even know. And I think it has a lot to do with this relationship. Whatever is going on with this relationship here, yes, you may love them. But if you need a break too, it's okay. Because right now you got two contradicting energies. You got contradiction energies. Chop wood and relax. Rest and relaxation is essential. It is. But if you're working too hard, you could burn yourself out. And that's why you may end up here with this Ten of Swords energy where these things just end like this. Maybe you just end up cutting some stuff off so that you can take a rest. So you can relax. So you can enjoy yourself. take some time off. But you feel like you're working like a dog and it's no longer satisfying. This is all work, no play. But it's temporary, and in the past it's because of a break. What do you feel you have to catch up on? You know what I mean? You don't have to. You can take a break. Remember, this card is saying you don't ever have to. That's your advice. Do what you feel like you need to do or want to do. Take a vacation. Take a little time off. You're not interested in what you're doing right now. Take some time to recapture and rethink about things. In the past, you did that. In the past, you were more in charge and taking control of your life more than ever. Don't feel like now that because you know, I mean, this is take time out to figure out what it is that you want, Taurus. If this isn't what you want, then don't do it. If this is something that you may be close to wanting but you're not sure, take some time out to think about it. You're gonna do work in everything you do. You're doing something. Even if you're doing nothing, you're doing that. You are doing nothing. You're doing something. It's something maybe nothing, but it's doing something, and it's okay. If this conflict is kind of keeping you from being able to make a decision or do stuff or whatever, and make you feel like you're trapped in your head, that you're trapped in your thoughts, you ain't able to do what you want to do, and you feel like you're just dissatisfied, and it's a constant cycle, just kind of being stuck in a cycle where you're kind of doing things that's not satisfying. Ugh. You know what I mean? But take time to figure that out for yourself. What's happening? Whatever is happening, you do have control. Don't ever feel like you don't have control. You always do. The cards in here to indicate so. The guy with the 8 of Cups, he could have just sat there and just cried about it, not satisfied and whatever. But no, he was determined to find what it is that he actually enjoyed. He was determined to do that. Remember that. Alright, Taurus, I'm gonna let y'all go this week. Crazy reading this time around, but I'm gonna let you, like I said, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Sharing my videos as well. You know how much I appreciate it, guys. And I will see you guys very soon. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Alright, guys. Bye now.